And I'm back. Yes, that's right. Kilo is back. My first video on my channel. First full Madden video, actually, let's say. In about a year almost. Since then, I mean, a couple NCAA games went up. A couple little Madden clips went up. But no actual gameplay. So I'm back, and I'm going to once again make the effort to really, try to get videos up on this channel. And we'll see where we go from there. So what we have here is I'm playing a league game, a sim league, and it's a great sim league. Actually, it's ran really well. It's on VGstrategy.com, and if you're into sim style play, this might be something you want to check out. I know you guys don't really know me as a sim player. As a matter of fact, I've been kind of like anti-sim even in the past. But I mean, basically what it boils down to for me this year, guys, is I just cannot play the game and have fun with it on like the competitive level. It's just incredibly boring to me. What we end up with is everybody's scheme on defense is either two-man under fag D or it's show blitz and have everyone in a zone, which is magically a run D. You can drop 10 people on your team, but as long as you show blitz, you automatically have run D. And that's just disgusting to me. And then on top of that, offensively, I mean, every scheme that you run into almost ends up falling back on the same two routes, streaks and fades. And I mean, I know that's what works on this game, so people run it. But it just, and I'm not knocking it at all. I mean, if that's how you want to play competitive, streaks and fades, show blitz, two-man under fag D, by all means, more power to you. But for me, it was just driving me crazy. So I decided to go ahead and get some sim leagues this year, so that I could actually enjoy the game that I went out and spent money on. So anyway, my opponent's the Giants, jayZ90. I'm the Rams. I took the Rams over in this league when they were 1-5. Currently, I think I'm 4-5, maybe, something like that. So, in any event, I think it's like year 3 too. So my Steven Jackson is like a slow Steven Jackson. He's I don't know, like an 83 speed maybe. I think he's about to die on the field actually. In any event, though, I mean, right there, oof, that's rough. I didn't even see that safety there. I was a little late throwing that route anyway, so I sort of deserved that. But I really didn't even see him in the middle of the field against the background of the end zone there, the little blue backdrop. And we threw the pick, so put him in a position to go up 2 possessions here early, and right there he does. He hits the slant over the middle and kind of caught me in an area I didn't want to be in when he snapped the ball. So I wasn't really using the middle of the field the way I would normally be, and he took it to the house. So good stuff for him. He's up 10-0. Obviously not really a situation I want to be in. You know what I mean? Nobody really wants to be down 10-0. But, you take what you get and you try to battle back. So, that's the plan. I'm still kind of getting adjusted to this sim thing. I mean, it's not my normal style of play. Normally I would have like a base play that would force the defense to account for one particular thing over and over and over again, and then build off of that. But in this league, you can't run the same play over and over and over again, or even come to the same line in the same formation over and over again. So, you really got to mix it up, and, I'm just starting to really get the feel of my offense doing that. Because it's different coming to the line and something different every time. It's like it's just not the same style of play, and it's definitely something to adjust to. Defensively, I don't really make too much difference between my normal defense and my freestyle defense, except that I remove my A gaps. Because you can't run 3 and 4 man A gaps in a sim league. That's just not sim. You're obviously exploiting the offensive line AI doing that. Which again, I'm not knocking. If you guys are playing freestyle and you're enjoying it, and you love sending 3-man A gaps, more power to you. You know what I mean? I love sending 3-man A gaps, but it's a trade-off, and I'm enjoying the game a lot more in the sim environment. So, I mean, if that's what it takes for me to enjoy the game, to give up A gapping, I'm all about it. Defensively, I mean, yeah, my normal defense, guys. I mean, I'm either sending 5-man overloads or I'm sending 6. You know what I mean? That's pretty much where I'm at with that. Typically, I don't really like blitzing too heavy from man, but I noticed like when I was sitting back in coverage defenses, this guy was absolutely just ripping me apart. So, you know, I got the idea over the course of the game that pressure was the way to go with him. Right there, he drops back like 100 yards, and thankfully, when he completes the pass, the tight end was out of bounds. So it didn't really hurt me too bad that he did that. Definitely a good thing. Earlier in the game, so I think it was my first offensive play. Actually, he pulled like one of his linemen off the line and brought him out by the wide receiver. I'm not really sure what NFL this guy's been watching, to be honest with you, but I mean, whatever. You know, I'm not gonna make a huge deal about it. Right here, he catches me something serious. Bad user, overran the screen, and you know, he converts on a long third down. We don't really want to give those up because that's like one of the worst things you can do with a defense is get somebody into a real bad situation for themselves and then let them convert. You know, that's not a good thing. Right here, I seen he came out in gun, so I switched to two-man under quick. And when I did, Janoris Jenkins, I mean, you guys know how two-man under works. They route mirror crossing routes, and Janoris Jenkins gets in front of the slant. So that worked out good. Kind of like the last-minute change, I think, is what had him in front of the slant that much, though, because he was, you know, coming from a different position, moving up. So in any event, it worked out good, and I'm back on offense. And basically right here, I'm looking to tie the game. Because nobody wants to go into the half down. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to. So the plan here is to at least tie the game. And truthfully, I would like to go into the half with at least a small lead. I think leads are important at the half in this game. I feel like I win a lot more when I have the lead at the half. Right there, I don't know, I think he was trying to manual A-gap. And he just happened to fall into my center. That's another thing too. I'm having a hard time getting accustomed to in these leagues. Is you know, in the freestyle world, we frown on the whole user blitzing thing. And I think it, you know, and it's not. Let me just clarify. I'm not saying that the guys in these leagues that have user blitzed me are doing it in like an exploit way. Well, one guy did. One guy turbo blitzed me, but the way they do it is like, you know, an innocent, pure way of user blitzing. But the reason that they get banned in, you know, freestyle play a lot, you know, tournaments, so on and so forth, is because when you allow something, that means you allow it. And when you put something that can possibly be exploited as much as user blitzing can, as being allowed, you're just opening up the door for somebody to, you know, run like, you know, the little glitchy 4-6 A-gap user blitz or the 5-2 turbo. You know what I mean? You're just opening up the door for all that stuff. So typically in tournaments and such, people ban user blitzing altogether. But, on this drive here, we went crazy aggressive on them. We sent overloads from zone every rip, and every rip they got there. So that was definitely a positive thing. You get the ball back with like a minute and some change left. That's enough time for me to score. I'm very happy about a minute and some change, and basically just hoping that we can convert. And I try to hit the out route there, and Bradford might be the worst out route thrower in the game. He's just absolutely horrible with it. Right there, I see him switch to cover 3 at the last minute. I know that seam's going to be open, so I hit the tight end in the seam. And, oh, this play made me so mad here. I was trying to throw to the running back that was motioned out, but I hit the wrong button and dumped it down to the fullback instead. Right there, Bradford completes the out route. Brian Quick. I think that's his name, Brian Quick. I know his last name's Quick. I don't know, right there I tried to hit the hitch for the first down, but the defender comes up and makes a play on the ball. So, you know, thankfully it wasn't a pick six. We're happy about that. So we'll go ahead and kick our field goal and try to go into the half with a 3-point lead if we can hold them. You know, that's the plan right now. And I'm okay with that, actually. 3-point lead, I'm extremely happy with a 3-point lead. Does not bother me one bit. Hopefully we can actually keep it, though. So basically when I commentate these games, guys, going forward, this is how I'm going to stay regular. I'm going to be doing it in the morning while I'm having my coffee, while I'm having my cigarette. And if you guys hear me smoking on video or hear me drinking on video, I apologize. but in order for me to find the time to actually sit there and make videos each day, that's what I got to do. Right here, we're running a like a cover 2 sink blitz. Little edge overload off the left side, and he throws it right into the yellow zone from the safety. And we're able to go ahead and get some points off that. So that was a beautiful thing to have happen before the half. I don't know exactly. You'll see what I'm talking about later, but I don't know exactly. Never mind. So in any event, we're back. We're on D. It's before the half. We're not really too worried. My man comes out in goal line right there, then audibles up to the 5 wide, gets his offensive tackle out at left wide receiver. That was just a diversionary tactic. He did that so that I would pay attention, I think. I don't know. I'm not really sure where you see that at in the NFL either. Come out in goal line, audible to 5 wide. But if they start doing it, I expect them to credit this guy for the idea. Because he definitely just did it. So here he is again, 5 wide again. And throwing some slants. And his slant's kind of doing work for him, but unfortunately for him, the time runs out, and I'm getting the ball back at half, so it didn't quite work out the way he wanted it to, but I mean, he did come close. He had a nice drive. Maybe build a little momentum before the half. And here we go. So, here we are, far tight twins. Throw a little out route to the slot receiver. And right there, halfback seam, hit the running back over the middle. I mean, basically, guys, the offense I run this is like a watered down version of it. Because like I said, I can't, you know what I mean, like really run it the way I would normally run it. But I'm running Walsh because I just feel so much more comfortable in a West Coast scheme. Under center, 2 running backs, inside runs, quick passes. That's how I feel comfortable playing. So, you know, that's the offense that I run. Steven Jackson does a little work inside, and right here we just wait for that post route to clear all the zones and deliver it near the sideline. And we're pretty much, you know, right down there. We're ready to go. Right there, you know, we go up the middle, and right there he was definitely playing because he took his corner off the left side of the field and tried to shoot in for the run. So he was definitely playing at that point. Even though he was in goal line and just let my receivers all go into the end zone by themselves. But he was definitely there because the computer would never take the cornerback and just pull him off the wide receiver and bring him in to stop the run. Wouldn't happen. So here we go. I'm running a cover 4 right now, and I'm kind of violating one of my own rules. I'm trying to run it on the hash mark. And when I did it, the screen happens, and he did an alright job. I'm not really too mad about giving up 6 yards on a screen. Usually when I get caught by screens, it's big time yards. I hate screens. I think they should be banned from the NFL. So frustrating in my opinion. Like, just stop screening and let me blitz you. Right here he tries to throw it up. I tried to ball hawk it. I didn't get there. Janoris Jenkins did, however, for his second pick of the game. So, and I think my ball hawk button's broken. I think it just doesn't work anymore. Since like the last patch, it seems when I ball hawk, nothing happens. It's like my guy just stops moving and just stands there looking like an idiot. Which sucks because, you know, I took the time to, right there he clicked on to the guy that knocked the ball down, so he was definitely playing there. I clicked on, or excuse me, I used to click on and, you know, make the play myself for the interceptions, and then when Madden 13 came out, I had to get adjusted to this whole ball hawk thing because, I mean, honestly, when the game first came out, like, if you weren't using ball hawk, you were dead ass wrong. Like, that feature was so incredibly easy, and it works so very, very well. Just crazy how well it worked. But now I think I'm gonna have to make some adjustments and go back to using regular ways. Right there, we did the regular way, and we really liked it. I had the purple out there to guard that tight end corner because I felt it was coming, and then I drifted back over the middle. And basically, I'm just gonna come out. I'm gonna run up the middle with Isaiah Pede. And we're going to go ahead and hit one more run on this drive, I believe, and I think it goes to Steven Jackson. Yep, on the dive. He makes a nice little move off of a broken tackle. It's down. And right here is where my opponent's going to be pausing the game, gentlemen, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm I'm going to let you hear what he had to say. Now, mind you, 3 plays ago, we watched him click onto a defender to try to pick the ball.
Yo, I am so sorry. I'll fall asleep. So when I looked up, it was 30-10. Um, Good game though. You could just keep playing.
Now, I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but my man said, I fell asleep, and when I looked up, it was 30-10. He said I fell asleep, and when I looked up, it was 30-10. So at this point, I just sort of figured, he pretty much gave up, and I just started running dives, just basically like killing clock. I was letting the clock run down every time. Could have scored on one of those dives, but I didn't run it in. Just kick my field goal and keep it moving, basically. I kind of know, like, right now I'm beating a dead horse, and there's just, like, no fight left in him because he's making up, talking about going to sleep and looking up, and it's 30-10. When we know he was playing, like, a little while ago, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, you're going to see the nonsense here. I sent him the message telling him, yo, we got to finish because of the EA servers. They just don't like quit CC games. But he comes to the line 3 straight times, and 3 straight times he lets his play clock expire. And what that's going to do, guys, you guessed it. It's going to boot him for excessive grieving. So basically, he just allowed himself to get DC'd from the game. And did that count? Absolutely not. It did not count at all. Gotta replay it. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you check out www.maddenstudents.com, www.maddenmastermind.com, and vgstrategy.com. Thanks, guys. Peace.